Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Slime Isekai Memories video. So we're gonna try out the new Dusk Raid event that just came out like a few hours ago. And it's up against John. So obviously John's coming in a few days, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 days from now. So that'll be pretty exciting. We get to see some of her animations, I think, because we are fighting against John specifically. But let's look at the details right here first. So we have this, the Dusk's Battle Damage Dealer ranking. So it's from the 8th to the 14th, so basically almost like a week. And you take her on, get a score in each event like in Jubilee, and you get total milestone rewards. So I would recommend just playing as much as you can and doing as much damage as you can, because the amount of damage, the total high scores that we get from everyone, we get all of these rewards. And typically, I think the last time they did something like this, or last like 2 times or something, we blitzed through these really quickly. So there's a chance we could get more rewards if we get this milestone really quickly. But even then, like, so this is 20 of the medals, 30 stamina, 30 of this cake, 1 free 5-star character. So just do as much damage as you can, because it always contributes, right? And with the Dusk Tempest points, which we'll check that out in a second, you'll be able to get a 5-star Memory Stone Mote, and then 50 Magic Crystals. There's normal battles and boss battles. It looks like there are turn limit battles, so this means the skills that require stamina and increased defense are crucial, which is interesting. Then we have rankings and all that stuff. So pretty much it's just like Heroes Jubilee. And here's all the stats for it. But yeah, let's go check it out really quickly. So I'm kind of interested. I wonder if they made anything different with this. Oh, also there's this right here, free 100 magic crystals. So just do it when you're whenever. But let's see. So yeah, this is just like Heroes Jubilee. Oh, okay, that's nice. Should I maybe I will just slap this on at the beginning, and then I will try and do a thing for the first normal battle. I'll just like auto this or whatever. But if I can come up with some strategies for the first battle, then I'll just slap this on the front because I mean, it's only been 2 minutes and I kind of want to try it. So I'm going to split up probably the battles and stuff into different videos instead of just cramming it all into one. I feel like that would be easier and better for you guys to watch. Yeah, he dies right here, right? Nice. But yeah, well, if this is at the front, then cool. I guess we'll just get into the rest of the all the stuff. I don't know where this is going, but I kind of just came into this battle plan. But okay, I guess we'll get into normal battle 1 then. All right, so we've touched base. I'm just touching base. So after that little intro, this is me after I've played everything. I recorded a bunch of runs on the boss battles, normal battles, as you learn and you'll play it. Only 2, and then they'll give you 50 tickets each. So the boss battles, we have 2, right? And they both are up against John, and we start out with a full hand of green. So no orb change needed or anything like that. I guess I can go over what John does really quickly. So you can't stun her, you can't poison or anything. She'll buff around magic attack. The normal boss battle will just hit you a bunch, and then on her final turn, she will give herself her ult, obviously, and then decrease all targets' ult damage resistance by 30% for 2 turns. So it won't, I mean, this is just a normal one, so it won't do that much damage. But in the EX one, same thing as usual, same like field effect and everything. The difference here is that John does way more damage. She seals your guard rate up on all targets, including your rear guard for 100% for 6 turns. So you can't cheese it with Raphael. Raphael's like element like defense, doesn't work here because she doesn't have an element, right? She just has no attribute. So the only thing would be her guard, but then she seals it. So you can't use Raphael to cheese this one. And then she gives herself her ult, I believe, on turn 3, and then turn 4, and then the final turn. So she'll ult you 3 times, and she'll debuff you, I think, on the final time. The other ones, I don't think she debuffs you, but she's gonna be doing a lot of damage. I mean, so far, all of my runs, I've had someone die at least once. You have to like have really good gear, and then also like kind of get lucky with where she hits, because sometimes she can just send 4 hits into one person and do a lot of damage. But sometimes you'll get lucky, sometimes you won't. Not that big of a deal, but yeah, she does a lot of damage in the EX battle. But I'll show my run of this one. I don't really think we really need to focus on this one. Like, obviously I'll try to get a higher score and stuff like that in this, but you don't really need a guide for this. Pretty much the main thing for this, I think, is stacking, and I used stacking teams so far. So I'll show my run of this one to get my highest, and then I'll just focus on this one, I think. But I'll show this one first, and we'll watch that right now. All right, so this is the team that I used for the first stage that got me my 109,000, which is pretty decent, I guess, in terms of ranking at the moment. Not the highest, obviously, but like it's not bad, right? Obviously, my gear and stuff needs work, but I used the Visions of COLEUS team, and I found this for both runs to give me the best results. So I don't specifically know what it is. Maybe it's like the synergy plus synergy resistance and weakness strike and stuff like that. But I found this team to work the best. Obviously, Hero and Guy here. Hero's for her rewind and the crit buff and crit resistance down, and then Guy's here for his ult buff and the orb change, obviously. I'm gonna have Blanc and I'm gonna have Blanc, Rimuru, and Violet to ult their EX ultimates. Rimuru, obviously I want him to do as much damage as possible, but it's not like I'm not gonna be focusing my damage on him specifically. But yeah, so like I said, we start the turn with a full green hand. The bit rate is gonna be a little bit bad on this video, I think, because it's having to filter through. So I've seen some people say you can rewind this turn, the first turn. I didn't do it with this one. I've only used it one time, and it didn't really affect it too much because I got unlucky on the rewind. But I think they buffed like the type of hands you can get here, because it really feels like it's a lot easier to get good orbs. But here is obviously not one of those times, but I swap in Blanc for Guy, and then I'm gonna pop the 2 just so I can get myself the full hand of blue. Now, should I have used this, I think, before bringing in Guy? Yeah, but my brain wasn't thinking. But while this is playing, speaking of animations, I think after this raid, it's made me realize that I want to go all in for John, because you'll see John's animations, I think, are stupid, like stupidly amazing, and I really want to have her. So I don't know, we'll see. But I definitely want to try my hardest to pull a copy of her at least. But we can see here, I already have Violet's ult, which is great. I'm gonna swap the hero in here and then pop the rewind, and then swap her out obviously for Blanc. So here, because we only have 6 turns, I obviously want to get the EX ults of everyone as fast as possible, and with Rimuru, it's really not that hard, and like all the how easy it is to get like what's it? How easy it is to get good hands in this stage. It's not that hard. The only limitation that I found with using this new Luminous is that because she gives 50 skill points starting from the second turn onward, the max that you'll hit before you nuke her is 300. Nuke John is 300. So once you have your EX ultimates on your 3 main characters and then you have 300 skill points, there's not much you need to do other than, I guess, just build more attack stacking, right? But obviously you don't want to go through that plateau where you spend more skill points than you're gaining back in. So be wary of that. This right here we got kind of unlucky, I'm not gonna lie. But like I was saying, because you hit 300 like cap, you can only use 3 level 80 skills, and then like maybe something else like smaller, like the heroes crit rate buff if you want. But you cannot use 4 level 80 skills because the math doesn't work right, obviously. So originally I tried like a team with Kazuma, and then it didn't work because I couldn't use enough. And I'm sure you can bridge that gap with future, like with other stacking teams, but I haven't like been able to do that yet, or like even then it hasn't gotten me the best results, right? So yeah, I don't know. At this point, like pretty much it's just, at least for this stage, you literally just build up your ult, nuke her, just do as much damage as you can. So nothing too crazy here. Obviously I want to set up where the hero, Blanc, and Violet are the first ones in, so then I can, you know, give the 2 single target damage dealers the crit rate. I don't believe in this stage I actually get the crit rate, or maybe I do. Do I? Okay, well no, yeah I do, because I hit 300, but yeah, I don't know. I like lost my train of thought while I was talking. But here's the debuff, and here's her ultimate. So obviously I want to pop that first, get the general ult buff, then bring in Blanc for Guy, and then you pop the crit rate. I haven't gotten the issue where like I only have 2 characters orbs on the final turn. I haven't had that happen to me yet, and I'm kind of glad because it'd be really annoying. But here I'll pop the magic and then the synergy resistance plus weakness strike, and then obviously we're gonna send Rimuru first, then the 3, and then the other 2, and that should be it. The only reason I send Rimuru first is because he lowers defense on his AoE. So yeah, pretty good overall. You guys are gonna see, you'll see these animations and you'll be like, damn, like those are all pretty good looking. And then you see John and you're like, okay, well, yeah, they were cooking. That's all I'm gonna say until like right now. But yeah, overall, I mean, I've had a lot of fun with this stage. I've had more fun testing other teams than I thought I would. So if you're the type of person who like doesn't really use as many teams, this could be a fun stage to just like mess around in, and test new characters. I will say for the EX stage, try to get the best like decorations and armor equipment on your characters that are going in so they can survive. So we did 500,000 crit there, and then Violet is going to clean up here. So this lands us, I think, about 1.8 million in total, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 1.87. So look at this. Hold on, I'm going silent. Like, they went so hard on that. It's so crazy. Like, genuinely. Also, on my OBS, I could literally see the bitrate dying. So, I apologize. It looked better in HD. Play the event yourself. See it. it's great. But this is my state, the results overall. So obviously you want to have as much max HP or like remaining HP and damage inflicted and all that stuff is great. This does affect your scores a bit, but like it doesn't matter obviously on this stage as much as the next one. So in total I got 109,000, and that brought me to like rank 7 I think, or rank 8 at the moment, for that particular stage. But yeah, that was my turn or my run for this one. Now I will show my, I think my best one on the EX stage, and then I might just shove everything into one video, but I also don't know if I should. We'll see. Okay, so again, this is the same team I used on the EX stage. We're just gonna hop into it. Okay, so we're just gonna hop into it, and again, it's just a matter of building your ult and stuff like that, and then now it's also managing your damage, because you'll see here she hits hard. She hits really hard. It's not to the point where you'll die before you get there, but so here I do the rewind, and unfortunately I think this is the run where I get I haven't done any more past this, but I get really unlucky on this next one. Literally, you'll see right here once it does its little rewind. I got 2 greens and 1 orange instead of 2 oranges and green. Literally, if that Blanc orb or Violet was orange instead of green, it would have been so much more helpful. But yeah, the game said, how about no? So I'm lucky there. So I'm gonna have to send the 5 orbs. It's not really worth it to like waste the turn just using 1 orb. So I just send it here, and then we'll build up Blanc, and then almost get her ultimate, get max skill points, get another charge of Luminous, which is fantastic, and then try and just get our ultimates. So yeah, you can see right there the rearguard effect, and she does that, and then she nukes you on the 2nd turn. I think originally I said like the 4th turn or something, but I messed it up. But it is on the 5th turn, and it is single target, so it's not AoE, which is good, so you can consolidate a little bit more. And here I'm gonna pop the 2 orb changes. So I think she targets the person with the highest HP with her ultimate, and I say that because either I've gotten like uber lucky, or literally every single time she ults, she hits the person with the highest HP. Like right here, Guy has the highest, and then she ults Guy, right? And then the next turn you'll see, I think is it the hero that tanks it this turn? The hero will be the one to eat the ult, right? And yeah, another thing is that I want to use Rimuru's like orb change, like his unity skill, on a turn where I can guarantee everyone's ult to some extent, instead of just having 2 people. I feel like I'm wasting it if I don't. So that's why I don't like pop it here or anything. So here we're sending these. Hero's gonna tank it, and then like watch right here. Boom. See? So I'm pretty sure she just targets the highest health person, but she spreads her attacks out like that, and it does a lot, right? So here I obviously can't like rewind or anything. I will pop that again, and because this is an even hand, I am gonna bring in Rimuru, pop his thing, and then Violets, and then I can use the 2 Luminous gauges as well, because we're gonna get another one, right? So I should really turn off that um, animation skill, but here I think I do pop the Soul of Unity. Yeah, so we're gonna get everyone's ult, and Rimur's is not all the way there for the EX ult, but it is close. So we're getting close there, and then this next turn, unfortunately, did not play out how I wanted to, but I couldn't help it. Oh. Sorry for the yawn, but okay. So to make this work, I pop Block's skill, and that sets us up perfectly, right? So we have this. Now the thing is, I want Rimur's EX ult. Like I just want as much damage as I can get, right? And I figured the EX ult and everything for Rimuru would be better than not getting it and then bringing the hero in, because what I want is the crit rate on both Blanc and Violet primarily. Rimuru, obviously I can't get it with him, right? So I wanted to have it so that Blanc and Violet will both get the crit rate buff so they can do more damage since they're single target. But unfortunately, I had to force it this way because Rimuru didn't have his like his EX ultimate, so I figured I would just bring these two in. I can pop this skill, swap Violet in because she's gonna be like the main damage dealer. Put the crit rate on her at least, and then I can swap in Blanc for the hero, and then we won't do as much damage as I would want, but it's still like I think good enough, right? So here I pop this. Unfortunately, we can't get the 6 orb like full hand, but it's fine. So obviously gonna send Rimuru first, send those two, and then that. So we'll watch the ults again. The ults do look really nice, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll see after this how much damage she does. And it's mainly just because my gear is not that great. He does 450,000 there, which isn't bad, and then the 42,000 crit, and then the 45,000. So the crit actually does help a lot. And then Blanc here, gonna do probably around 500k or something like that, or like maybe a little bit less than Rimuru, something like that. I don't really remember the number. 388. So if the numbers had been swapped, I think we would have gotten a slightly higher score than what I got. Like if the crit rate was on Blanc instead of Rimuru, but it is what it is, right? I can always just rerun it again and get better luck, but here we hit 673,000, so 1.8, and then John is going to nuke someone, and it's gonna be Rimuru because I think he has the most health. Full blast John, like, look at that. It's so good. And then yeah, she sends both into Rimuru so he dies, and then she just spreads it out a little bit more. Violet almost died too. That was a little bit scary, but that's pretty much it. Let's see the total. I got 124,801. I would have gotten, I think, so this is, I would have gotten 7,500, so an extra 1,500 if Rimuru had survived. This I obviously you can bridge the gap with gear, but this is probably going to be around where it is. This doesn't matter too much. Obviously, I think you'd want to focus on this score more. But this does helpful. So you can run a charm of like healing your allies. That could be useful too, but that's up to you. I have yet to try that. But this is a score I got, and it put me at top 6. So that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna make it. That's it for this video. And then the next video, I'll show a couple runs of different stacking teams, and kind of show how different it is.
just to consolidate it and make it easier so I don't cram this video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know down below what you guys think, how you guys did. Do you enjoy the event? Where you placed, all that stuff. I will enjoy my my ranking of top of 6 in the server for the 2 seconds that it will last, and then I will see you guys in probably rank 30 something or 50 or 100. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This has been a fun event. Fun time. This is like a lot of the most fun I've had in the game recently, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.